Sorry, I'm late. I was busy practicing my goat herding skills with my dog, and I'm not doing very well. She's a lot faster than a bunch of lazy goats with a bunch of icons on their backs. But I'm preparing for the goat and herding them goats.
Oh, you know, what you need to do is take a note from Jill and just put on a fake-ass back brace, and maybe that will help you out. Do they make little fake back braces for dogs?
Well, I thought I would do what she did, which is actually do it, and then when it's over, be like, oh, gee, ow, my back. If I lost, it's because of my back.
Oh, yeah.
That's
like that girl at your party
doing.
once. You know how she hurt her ankle?
Yeah, right. The cat back. Anyway, I'm Acid Betty.
I'm Vielette, and we are real-life brother and sister. Totally obsessed with all things reality TV, or not-so-reality TV. Welcome to Season 2 of our weekly reality rundown, where we try to talk about all of our favorite shows. What are you watching this week, Acid?
Well, I finally caught up on my baddies. Part 1 and 2 of them leaving some island. It doesn't really matter because it's all about them fighting. And there was a major meme that went around, and people had to ask me, even when I saw it online, because they were like, is that a girl? Because there's one big person taking another person and swinging them from the front of them all the way to the back of them and to the ground.
Was it Biggie?
No, but it's like Biggie's sister. There's another one that's just
Biggie
like
energy.
Biggie. Yeah.
It took me a while to really, I had a struggle with Biggie.
I know. But it's another one.
I really thought she had another thing going on
there. Yeah, it's another mountain of a person. But
yeah.
But the reason,
it's also the voice.
The reason why it's kind of funny and not funny is because there's this girl who is not black, and she's screaming around like she's Puerto Rican or something. I don't know what she is. But she continually uses the N-word. And she got in a fight. Like, they started, like, fighting her over it. And then she would come back. And it's kind of funny because she would, like, in her apology, she would use the N-word. You know what I mean? She's like, so I'm sorry, I'm not that way. Don't be that kind of N-word or something like that. They'd be like, ah, you know what I mean? And she would just like, it was just happening like that. And stupid enough.
It was part of her language.
Right. They would just keep her on. And so I thought she was gone. And apparently she was there. And so that is the little person. Because even though she's this massive girl, she's like 6 something, but she's a stick.
Oh, that's why you said there was like a little chihuahua, 2.0.
So there's this thing. So yeah, so she's the one that kind of got like bashed in.
Oopsie.
But it was because she was using, they told her, they already talked to her about it to stop. And she literally couldn't help herself.
That means her social circle.
That's what she was saying, which I get.
20 years ago, or I guess more at this point, longer at this point. So longer than 20 years ago, I got myself into a situation like that because I literally hung out with this group of guys that every other word was that. It was that or the F word. And I let it slip once at the office, and wow, I had a whole they had to have a meeting, and I was accused of being racist. And it was like, how do I explain that I literally don't have any white friends? So I've been given this like card when I'm with my friends, and I forget that that card is actually only for that group.
Yeah, exactly.
That was also over 20 years ago. Now I wouldn't even use that word with any group because...
Right. But that's what this girl was doing, so...
That's funny, though. That's funny that she was like, oh, I'm sorry for saying this word 2 seconds later, but here's this word again. That's funny.
Which is literally in the apology.
That's funny.
It's hysterical.
Because that shows that it's legit, like, in her...
I know.
That's going to take a while. Someone's going to have to do some real work on that.
Well, they thought they'd beat the shit out of her, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
And then I caught up, like you asked or suggested, the Dance Moms reunion.
Oh, yeah, so?
Very good. Loved it.
Okay.
I often wonder if I would be the JoJo C, like if I was in that scenario, if I would be the JoJo Siwa.
Who you would be on
the Maddie.
On the left or the right.
Uh-huh.
You can see,
and I
told
definitely
you.
know that I would be the JoJo Siwa. And because I experience it still now where people don't expect me to play game or be like a team player, and I actually very much am. And then I'm surrounded by other girls who are like just
That's not a team player thing, though. That's something else.
Oh, it's definitely something else. But I definitely could see myself
I don't know, honey.
showing
That
up.
might be Stockholm Syndrome.
I could definitely see myself showing up to the reunion and Bob not. And Kimchi not.
I think it depends. Because there you're dealing with like abuse and trauma and childhood shit. I don't know. I think that's hard to analyze,
but
honestly.
Really though, like Maddie Ziegler, the star, is childhood drama. That's why she didn't come to the reunion because she got done filming with Sia. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, I know. I don't know.
And then like the parents were right. Like she invites the girls over to her house the day before they film. And then the host asked the girls, have you ever hung out with her, this and that? And they were like, no, she's never reached out to us like this. No.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like, okay, I thought you were talking something deeper because to me, there was JoJo, and then there
Right.
were the other girls.
Which I totally
And she could be,
got.
she was sitting with them, but
she explained
She
it,
not-
and I totally got it. Remember, like last time you were talking to me about it, and I kept saying, "Well, I was like, well, she's a Hollywood girl. She's a Hollywood girl."
no, but
And
I'm saying
what I
that's a
was
little bit
trying
of
to
that
say
Stockholm
is-
syndrome is my point.
But not even Stockholm. She said it. She was like, "I'm in Hollywood right now, and everything Abby did and said was correct." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's true."
No,
Abby's the only one that was talking to, let's say, the evil of Hollywood, right? Meaning you're replaceable.
true, but
I don't give a fuck. Look, skin, all
They're
those
also
things.
all in therapy because of that bitch. Is all I'm
But JoJo is the only one, as I said, that is successfully in that world and still doing it because she listened, honestly, and she was like, okay, there's crazy. There is, I mean, Woody Allen, there's like molesters in Hollywood. Do you know what I mean? Like there is everything in Hollywood. So
No, I'm aware.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you where JoJo was like sticking by her side, but
I'm just saying that there was a vibe.
yeah, definitely.
And there were girls on that part of that special. They were all being very friendly and polite because they're all sisters
Yeah.
in a way, right? They're all bonded. But I'm telling you, some of them are very much trauma bonded. And I'm not saying that Abby was like abusing, like I watched the
Yeah.
show, but I know how I felt about the show.
I don't necessarily think it was Abby. I definitely think it was what TV does to you, which is like Abby's idea of who you are is then what everyone thinks you are because they're watching the show, and then those
That's
girls
what I mean. There's
have
so
to deal
many-
with that
there's
in the
so much
world.
to that.
Do you know what I mean? That's what it is.
Well, and then also,
it's not
I'm
really
glad
Abby
they
being
showed
like you're
the
ugly.
mother.
It's everyone else going you're ugly.
No, I'm glad they showed the mothers too because some of those mothers were cuckoo lala and they're still cuckoo
Well,
lala.
the one who regretted it, that was a nice little circ around. And she even said she thinks she got divorced and everything, and she said that her life would be different if she didn't leave.
But I also think that may not be the full truth and authentic place of it because that could be someone that's had a really rough road and they assume that fame and money makes everything better. Like they
Yeah.
might be seeing what's happening and thinking, like they might be buying into that social media definition of what these people are all living. And she's not realizing that, okay, they might have more money than you and they might do some more interest. Like they might travel a little more than you, but they're still living life. They're
Yeah.
still dealing with their shit.
It was just though
like all your problems don't just go away.
the hard part, I guess, watching it, especially in retrospect, when seeing the whole show, and so you could see, like, you can kind of see now Abby's game plan because it's done. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Abby
Yeah.
just wanted to win these competitions, so that's what I got from this reunion, you know. And so these girls, a lot of the fighting and the crying and the like, you've ripped these numbers from me, all came down to Abby wanting to win. So, you know what I mean? So it was like, so if you literally just kind of like, that's what I'm saying, JoJo, I feel for JoJo, because if JoJo had the realization, oh, she just wanted to win, so that meant when I was upset that she took the solo from me, it's because Maddie would have done it better. Yes, that sucks. Yes, I worked 12 years in my gay life to do that, but it's like, Abby wants to win.
Okay, so do you remember
know,
how I was
so-
obsessed? Well, do you remember when I was obsessed with that show? And I can't remember the name of it, but it was Miss D and her diamonds. And she is
I met her, yes.
Oh, lucky you. I think she's
Backstage. I didn't recognize her.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, that's...
I
love her,
See, I
too.
wasn't really into the Abby, right? I really
love
wasn't
her,
into
too.
dance. But when I discovered Misty and her diamonds, I was hooked. I watched every episode. I've watched it several times. That was also
say it's
someone that
similar.
brought the realness. She was like, if you suck, you're not going to be part of it. The end. I think the difference was, though, again, her messaging, her tone,
It's
her
different.
attitude, it's so different. Like, it was still
I know.
hardcore. It really was. She was still just as hardcore, if not more hardcore, because she got, personality more than Abby did. You know what I mean? Like, she had more
Yes.
of a strength within her.
She also had a physical,
But-
like she could run up to people,
Yeah, present,
which Abby
yes.
couldn't
and
do.
she could also do the shit,
Yeah.
which was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, she could just be like,
Yeah, she physically could do it.
but there really was a sense of like Abby, the reason I didn't watch it, I always had feelings of, come on, there's got to be a better way. These are children.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was for the
That's why.
TV show.
And I get you, and I hear that, but that's why I say, all those girls in therapy, guaranteed.
Yeah,
Because of Abby.
But I think again, the therapy is because of Abby, but it's not because of her. I think it's because everyone watching the show.
Well, and the chosen industry and like the
takes
entertainment, all of it.
Abby's point of view as what is right. So they're treating the girls on a triangle.
Well, it's amplified, right? So
Yeah,
like
you know,
anything in
and
the
that
public sense,
Sucks.
if someone says, you're the fattest kid on this squad,
Right.
then you have years of ripples of people going, you know what? You were actually the
That's what it
fattest and
is.
ugliest on the squad. I
And
hear
then people
that.
being like, what's it like to be in Maddie's shadow over and over again?
Right.
And it's like, I bet I never was.
Right.
But it's like, yeah, but on the TV show you were.
Well, God, I can't even imagine. I mean, you and I did so much when we were kids, like as far as like our extracurriculars and everything. I can't imagine like someone getting a message. I mean, it actually did happen to me, as you know. A similar situation. What was it, like 10 years ago? Someone had written me and brought up, oh, did you know that you and I were up against this part? She was referring to something like that we did when we were 12. And I just thought, am I really having this conversation?
Yeah.
About, I can't even tell you. I can't even remember. You
But see,
remember
that's
that?
what I'm trying to say is we're watching it. Like, the
Yeah.
only reason why it's so dramatic for these girls is because it's recorded. So now we get to watch it over and over again. Do you know what I mean? So they
Oh my God,
emotionally
fuck,
were
James, there's
upset
a
that they
whole
didn't get
reunion.
to be Peter Pan. But like 12 years later, they're over it. But if you show them the video, you know what I mean, of them crying and their mom
No, of
fighting over it,
course.
they're going to be like, you know, the
Listen,
realness.
when she had questions, I had feelings.
Yeah. So
Anyway, I'm glad you watched it because it was more your life than mine.
yeah,
Like
but
you
I
loved
liked
the
it.
show, you watched the show, you're a dancer, so I wanted you to watch
It's
it.
upsetting that Abby wasn't there, I think.
It makes sense though.
And yeah, and
For
two
the same
of
reason Maddie wasn't there because they have their own
yeah,
brands and they're not going to
Maddie
fuck with that.
And Nia, I think Nia didn't go there because that's straight up trauma. Like that made sense to me when they're like, she's not there. I'm like, that makes sense.
Especially now, like in light of yeah.
But
No.
Maddie, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
but I
like
feel
doing
like
a reunion
Maddie
and
both-
Bob not being there. It's like, what do you like? What?
Yeah, but I think Maddie and Abby are doing their thing right now. They're both still in Hollywood, very much so.
Uh-huh.
And I think both their PR people were like, you know,
Yeah.
that's not good for your brand because you don't know what they might say to you or you might say to them.
100.
So let's not even have you
Well,
go there.
and they're all going to be like,
Abby-
do you know how you fucked us
Abby's
up?
trying to climb back out of the gutter, and you know she can't not be herself, right? So
It's true.
best that she not be there
Yeah.
because she would have been like, you should all thank me. You would be nothing.
But they could have
without
done the
me."
like one-on-one interviews and stuff. You know what I mean?
They could have put her in a separate room
That's
like
what I
they did the
mean. They
mothers.
could have
and
put her
been
a whole
like,
different
here's
day.
2 minutes with Abby.
Yeah.
Here's Abby upset about what she's hearing. That's it.
But no, whatever.
Anyway.
And that was it for the reality show. And I caught up on The Boys, which is not a reality TV show.
Oh, I haven't caught up yet, but
But it's good. And I see what you're
good.
saying. I can see why now the MAGA community and whoever is finally like, if they didn't know, I mean, now it's like obvious because they really do it.
well, they were like,
alluding
in
to
case
it
you didn't know, this is about
Last
you.
season, yeah.
Here is a literal parallel. Like he's in court.
Oh,
he
yeah.
dresses like it's.
They're doing
it's-
everything like minus a word or
Can-
changing the word. You know
It's
what I mean?
just like that meme, right? Can we spell it out for you?
Yeah.
Please.
For real.
In case you don't see yourselves.
And yeah, so then what's on your feed?
Other than The Boys, which I'll be getting to later. Me knew the deep. Of the deep. I know.
Ew.
It's a horror. I know. Him and his octopus.
Yeah.
I hope they make it. Never Ever Met. I think you remember I'd mentioned that show before.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
was HBO. It was like these grown ass people that have been online relationshiping for like 10, 12, million years. All people of color, all grown ass people, 30s, 40s, 50s. It just finished. There were these two couples that were kind of like head to head. And the worst thing that the one couple had to say about the others was that they were old. 4 months later, after the show ends, no one's together except for the one couple no one liked.
There you go.
Which is amazing. Well, it's not that no one liked them. No one thought they would make it. So I kind of thought that was interesting. But the couple that was like 12 years together and the couple that were in their 50s and you really thought had, kind of like had figured it out, no one's together.
Wow.
So I'm thankful for the show only for them because now it's like, geez, move on already. Get some, realness in your life. So there's that.
Right.
I wanted to talk about Real Housewives of New Jersey. Holy
Okay.
shit, what a season.
I think I saw a
What
fight
a
or something
season.
online.
Yeah,
But I didn't
so
recognize
first
who
there
they
was
were.
this
So
Well, first there was a confrontation between Teresa and Louis and the Fudas, this other couple, in which, they like just have a sit down, which is so mafioso. They have like this sit down to hash things out. It lasted not even 5 minutes. Teresa and Louis already were physically like up and leaving. And they were calling, they called Teresa the poster child for mortgage fraud. And as Joe was leaving the office, he said that, yeah, if I ever need some money laundered, I'll call you, Teresa.
Oh, no.
And Teresa kept screaming at him that he's a drug dealer. You fucking drug dealer, you drug dealer. but literally it's known that she's literally referring to like when he was in high school and he was known to deal marijuana. It's like, oh, okay.
Right.
Like the man's a man now. So that was interesting to watch because, you know, you just don't miss a beat with Teresa. You could always count on some crazy bullshit. But really, yeah, I wanted to talk about the fight. And not necessarily that there was a fight. So Danielle is new. She's new to the cast. She's spicy. I'm mentioning her because she's rubbingly like Monica. The same way Monica talks, Danielle talks. And she breaks it down in front of camera sometimes. So at some party, someone accused her of like basically not being upfront with the way she spent the money with some charity event. And she was like, listen, we're not all like you. We're not a millionaire. We're not a multi-millionaire. And the response from the rich girl was like, I'm barely a millionaire. And Daniela was like, look, you've got 4 houses. I've seen the cars you drive. I see this. She says, I have a 2,000 square foot house. I barely this. And I was like, there's some realness. There's Monica Jr. You know what I mean? Like she just breaks it down. Like, I'm not like you people. And I already know you're judging me because I don't have the right bag or I don't have the right fucking badoo to wear. So this confrontation happens at this party and they're like face to face. These 2 Italians, right? These crazy women are like this. And no one sees this. It's on camera, but it's not seen at the party. This is important. So Jen, both hands, pushes Danielle. Like here. Full. Boom. Danielle grabs a glass and smashes it on Jen's neck like that. Which is a great, like, quick thinking, you know what I mean? Like, boom, bam. Then Danielle leaves with the husband. She leaves. She says she's the devil, blah, blah. And Jen stays, and she's like so composed and just wiping the drink from her and acting as though everyone is like, oh my God, did she hit you? Did she hit you? Oh my God, Jen, I can't believe she hit you. What'd you say? I mean, you should never hit anyone. She's like, it's okay. It's okay. She's just angry. And it's like, so you're not going to mention the fact that you literally both of your hands were on her?
Well, that's why she's not saying anything.
Oh, it's amazing. So I'm curious to see how this is going to like hash out. Because this is way more than whatever the Potomac or whatever. Because that shit wasn't even on camera. This shit is all like on camera at a Teresa party. Oh, and it's Teresa like a party she's throwing for her daughter. It's not even for her.
That's funny.
Epic. Okay, so there's that.
Damn. So it's like baddies on the Real Housewives.
I wanted you to know because it's getting crazy out there. And what's amazing is she's like, as she leaves, Danielle leaves. I mean, the move was so, I really liked her for that move. She just didn't miss a beat. It was like the minute she saw the glass, boom, smash. And then she's leaving. She's like, you're fucking dirty. You're fucking dirty. Everybody was right about you. And then as she's leaving, she passes her husband and she says, your fucking wife is disgusting. She's a fucking monster. She's like, when you sleep with her tonight, you're sleeping with the devil. And I was like, you're fucking amazing. I loved it. All dressed and beautiful, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's what's so amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. All right, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about was Angela.
Oh,
Because
our Angela?
Yes.
Oh no,
America. I'm trying to find
Is she
it
on
'cause I wanna
TV
show
right
you
now? Are they doing the happily ever after or whatever? Is that still going on?
She's on TV abusing Michael publicly now on television, abusiveness.
Okay.
And no one is liking it because TLC is the one calling for the security, and it's like, what the fuck? But I just sent you something that happened. She was slated to be a guest on the Drew Barrymore show, like a daytime talk show. And there was such backlash from the crowd. So we're not alone. The majority of people say that she's an abuser and no one wants anything to do with her and she shouldn't get airtime, that they actually canceled her segment. Like they recorded it, they teased it, they posted about it, and then it immediately was removed and they never played it.
Damn.
Because everyone that watches her is like, why are you giving her airtime? She is an abuser.
Ooh.
Do you know how much that takes for the American crowd to turn against a woman?
No, I know. And even
woman
entertainment, they don't believe shit like that. So it's like, that takes a lot.
And it's a white woman and a black man and a Nigerian. Like, there's so many reasons to believe her.
If you're racist,
I'm saying. So
damn,
that's
Angela.
What's going on.
So Angela's like,
and just a friendly reminder,
back to karaoke.
Next week, The Other Way starts.
Oh my God. All right. I don't think we're
covering anything.
it.
We don't know what we're doing. We might be taking a little summertime break because we actually have lives sometimes. Shh, don't tell anyone. But Anyway, I'm just reminding anyone that cares, if you want to jump into this crazy kuka world, get to know some people.
Get to know Angela.
90 Day Fiance the other day. And it's interesting when it's the other way because they're not here. It's Americans trying to deal with other cultures. And we always make asses of ourselves because we're idiots and we're ignorant.
Yes, that's true. And we don't know shit
So if
about
you
other
don't like,
countries.
so if you're not protective, like if you're not one of those patriots where America has to be like amazing and you have a good sense of humor and you can laugh at how stupid we are, watch the other way. Because we never learn the language. We never learn the culture. Everything's always a surprise.
For real. Always.
We could be dating someone for 3 years and be like, what do you mean I got to cover my
they go to
tits in
Muslim
Morocco?
countries and they're like, what's going on? Why are they? It's like, girl, do a little research, you fucking idiot.
I'm in India. What do you mean I can't eat a cow?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Stupid.
Oh, shit. Well, let's jump into another 90-day dream, because that's what we're living, our 90-day fiance dream. And we're still traveling internationally with Love in Paradise Season 4. But the trip is finally over. We have watched our last episode, and the jury is in. Who survived the season? Who is still together? And what do we think about the future? There's lots to talk about because, I don't know if you know this, folks, drum roll, there's going to be no tell-all.
Oh, that's what I was about to ask you. So, like, next episode is it and there's no tell-all?
No, this episode, the episode you just watched, that was it.
Really?
Yes, that's it. The same folks that brought you a 4-part tell-all for The Other Way.
Wait, it's over.
Has decided this spin-off season is unworthy of even one part. I did a deep dive, and then it made sense because the same day and time slot is next week, and that's the premiere of The Other Way. There's no reunion. There's no tell-all. That's it.
I call producer cowardice because they don't want Annie and fucking Luke to talk about his penis, and they're afraid of the trans too much. I don't think they're afraid of the trans. That's what I mean. Because they, I think.
No, I don't think they're afraid. I think
it's
the season was
Annie and
boring.
Kyle.
I don't think they have anything to talk about.
I was gonna say, do you think that the audience just wasn't there? Because that's true too. Because you know
I'm telling you,
because Bravo, whoever, they're very aware of their viewership. So
yeah, I'm telling you, in the atmosphere. I mean, look, I actually go out of my way to follow these people so I can, I can do the thing and I can see what's going on. And the majority of this cast, they still have under 2,000 followers, which is actual pure normalcy. That's not even like a stranger is following them.
yeah,
That's friends and family.
damn.
And your village.
Well,
And a lot of people are commenting it's boring.
village.
And if you reflect on, as we will, we're going to reflect on everything. I mean, there's not really much to talk about. I have updates as we go through the cast. I'm going to update you and tell you what everyone is up to because that's what I did so that we can have our own little reunion and I can tell everyone what's going on. Because it was filmed a year ago. So there has been things happening. So what I did was I took some time and I researched and I can tell you where everyone's at. But I am your tell-all.
Okay.
So that's where we're at. Let's jump in. Let's talk about Annie and Kyle.
All right. So Kyle's putting on days old socks.
And smelling them.
Smelling it to make
do we
sure.
know they're only a day?
Well, no,
'Cause
days.
when you're smelling them.
He said he's only worn them
Okay.
for a few days, plural.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that when you're smelling something, it implies.
No, he was like, I wore these for a few days.
Multiplicity.
And I only smell dirt.
All right. Yeah. Well, we already know that he does not invest much in his appearance.
Oh, and then he gets upset that she wants to pin a baby on him. The guy that's throwing his seed around the world. It's so weird.
I mean, it's so amazing. It's amazing because in the same breath, he then says, oh, but I'm really happy I get to leave early because now I get to go and make a donation. Because while you've been there trying to build a relationship with this woman and yelling at her about monogamy, you've been making plans to go have sex with someone else.
Yes, exactly.
You fucking weirdo.
Yes, ma'am. And I was gonna say,
I'm really proud of her
What?
because she broke up with him the way a lot of these men on this particular show should be broken up with, or even some of these women. Honestly, they're just garbage people, and I'm glad that she just did it the way he deserved it. Like, you're an asshole. Fuck you. You're weird and crazy. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, enough with the, oh, you're just so, no. That's what it was. You're weird. You're crazy. You're a fucking asshole. Bye.
It was weird. And then I was going to take notes, but then they showed the kid. I was going to say, as she was saying bye, I was like, doesn't she have a kid? Where has this kid been this whole fucking time? And then all of a
Where
sudden they
children
showed
should
him.
be away from the weirdos until you know you're going to be with them a long time. See, that's what I mean. Like, she showed that she's an intelligent person, more so than is typically on this type of show. Let's be real. And so I kept wondering, when is that going to show itself? And it finally did. It was like Knock yourself out of it, girl. Like maybe she was just horny and finally she had sex and it was like, I can see. Like she wasn't dickmatized anymore. A lot of these people are dickmatized.
This was a strange one because I feel like they cast, because like the next one even has like a breakup. I just feel like they cast.
Okay, so wait, I want to give you the. So if we're gonna move on, let me give you the tell-all.
Okay,
let me tell
so
you
what's
all.
the update on our Malta people?
Let's tell you all about what's going on. So Annie and Kyle are not together. Annie is still single and living in Malta, very happy doing her thing. Kyle is still traveling and he's fucking weird and he comments on every single 90 Day Fiance post and he will actually interact with people. I started taking screenshots and then I realized, no, I could just tell you he's weird. So, for an example, like 90 Day Fiance was like, hey, tune in tonight, right? It's a commercial. Tune in tonight to the episode. It's new. And then someone comments, Gia, wonder what's going to happen. And there's Kyle replying to him, tune in to see. Or like another post, he was like, oh, I guess my season is over. I hope you all enjoyed it. You're fucking weird. And there's really no other update to Kyle other than I had a side note that I don't even know how I noticed it, but July 3rd, which is also next week, on Netflix, there's going to be a new documentary called The Man with 1,000 Kids. And I think to myself, will we see a cameo?
Oh, tune in. We'll find out. Well, it's about one guy, or you think it's following multiple people?
No, it's literally about one guy. It's actually about all of these women that come together and discover that he's out there doing this, and they actually get into way more than the other special we watched. They get into, by the way, sperm donation is not regulated. No one is looking at the quality. No one is testing anything. And you have this one person that we just found out about each other, that he has approximately 1,000 children and no one knows about it. And so they actually go out determined to stop him. So it's completely a different, narrative or focus than the other things we've been watching. And I just thought that's so funny that like we're talking about Kyle and that other sperm shit came out and then poof, the Man with 1,000 Kids is the documentary on July 3rd on Netflix. Yeah.
There's a lot of those because there's like 2 stories that have been out about the doctor, like fertility doctor who has like 100 kids.
Well, an incel has got to get laid somehow. I mean, I'd rather him be doing that than like raping and murdering women. If you're going to like hate us and be confused by us and not know how to deal with us, sell your sperm to us. Thank you. But like, let the lesbians have babies. Let the gay men have babies. Well, whatever it is, like I'd rather if that's your relationship with women, is this almost dangerous kind of. If you're the reason we choose the bear. Yeah. And then keep donating. And
then we got in Italy, Adriano and Alex are breaking up as I had thought. I knew she was going to do it.
Yes, and Adriano, who's not interested in donating, he just wants to fuck. He's very honest about it. Go, Adriano.
Yeah, I was going to say it was sad that they were breaking up, but
not for me.
But
he deserves someone that gets him, and she deserves someone that gets her. They're not for each other.
Well, she says that she's committed to travel, and you never know who you're going to meet. So she's like ready to go out.
Well, I did research because I wanted to see what was going on with them, and I did have some information about her that shed a lot of light as far as I was concerned.
Okay.
About like her psyche. No. Not to make a double entendre with the word psyche, but turns out she's actually a therapist.
Oh yeah, I think we knew that and then forgot because I think.
Yeah, well, this is the best part though. She's a therapist by day and a DJ by night.
Oh, interesting.
That's a healthy person, right? So when she says she's traveling, that means she's doing festivals. She's gonna find some really mature, ready to settle down, committal men there.
Totally.
100%.
Absolutely. 100%. Who's all about Jesus. That's where they go.
Yes, that's where they go. Mm-hmm.
They don't take drugs. They just go and listen to music.
I need to breathe her out because such a waste. Like in the beauty and like beautiful, smart, all the things going for her, and then just an idiot.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to actual living life and doing the thing. Wake up. That was all I had. That was my tell-all about her and him.
That's good. This is probably a better tell-all than what they do because they would do like four episodes to get like a line of information. So this might be more informative.
Then we'd have to watch her cry about how he broke her heart like we didn't know was coming. Yeah, I don't know.
And then we got your favorite couple in Colombia.
Oh, they are my favorite couple. They're the only ones, like, because they're so messy. They're my favorite couple on this season.
I looked up tickets.
Well,
and
you
they
signed
cost
the
about
prenup, sure.
$600. So he's not spending. I mean, it's not like $1,000, but to go back to Colombia. I thought it was funny that he was like, "I'll be back in a week," because she was like, "A week or two." And he was like, "Okay, 1 week," and then he says to the camera,
Right, and a week is going to be
"I
like.
don't know when I'm going to be back."
We both know that's not happening.
He straight up said, "I don't know when I'm going to be back," to the camera. So it's like, what?
Right, just like she said, I don't know if he doesn't come back soon enough. I'll sign the prenup. I mean, they're a perfect couple.
They're a mess. They're just kids.
They
yeah.
deserve each other. Are you ready for my tell-all? Because that's the most interesting. Is their tell-all?
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, and it ends with the sculpture that they made, where she's like looking at it at the side of her bed.
It's so fucked. And when I was watching them make it, I was like, "This is not going to
I knew immediately. I was like, "This is not gonna work." Y'all are crazy.
You can't move. What do you?
And you also can't sculpt things with hooks. You can't like hook your feet.
And with the hair driver and the everything was so.
Like that's not impossible
when
to pull that out.
And
then went 1, 2, 3,
like,
and they were just like. So of course it looked like a smashed up piece of crap because that's what you created. Anyway, so the tell-all of I said it looks like poo-poo cake pops.
As someone that has runs a business on Amazon, I feel really bad for the people that sell that kit because you know how many returns you get because people are just stupid.
Well, they're not returning it. They put the plaster in.
I followed the instructions.
They put the plaster in and everything, and they were like, "Look at what we made."
Literally nothing. They didn't do anything right. Not one thing right. And you know that they blamed the kit. Is my point. Okay, so they're still together, which I think is sweet.
Wow. Okay.
They have a total of 5 businesses that they run.
Wow. Seriously, he is broke.
Just wait. On her profile, she's the CEO of 3 of them.
Wow.
And I'm sending you.
At 20, she's already a CEO.
I'm sending you a collage of all of their business profiles.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Well, it's
so
like
the
all
only
of
one
her
I didn't
things.
include.
His things.
No,
the glasses.
they're his. But I want you to look close. The bottom row is the glass business. The only thing I didn't include was May the Beauty because we already know about that. I thought you should see the rental business, the commercial real estate business, and the sunglass jewelry business. And I went to their website and took a screenshot of that for you as well because it looks like Madeline wrote the website the same time she was making her signage. And I also wanted you to see the price tag of those amazing sunglasses.
Crypto and business plays at your fingertips. What does that mean? These people are crazy. These people are like Instagram has created these people.
Would you? Yeah, well, you need to look at...
Ruben the Cuban is following our sunglasses.
Well, there's a bunch of... Well, 90 Day Fiance, they're all very supportive of each other.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Do you see the sunglasses?
I see the sunglasses. But
are you saying
the way it says luxury? Is that what you're saying?
And the price?
Oh, the price, yeah.
And yes, the spelling.
Well, that would make sense. I mean, that is the price it has to be for them to make their money back. Because each glasses was like $100 or $50 or something.
I know. Well, it's a good thing they have 200 followers on their Instagram page. They'll make that back right away.
It's so sad. It's so sad because they're really trying hard, but it's like... You owning quote unquote 20 businesses is doing nothing but wasting your time. You know what I mean? When y'all have the same followers, the same people.
Well, you know what's interesting? I have a friend that I know does not watch this, and he'll never watch this. So I am free to discuss his situation at quite detailed. He'll never catch it. I have a friend that wants to do a business, and for like 2 or 3 years now, I keep hearing about how he's writing a business plan and how he needs an investment from other people because it's never his money. Of like, let's say $1 million. Let's just say it's $1 million. You know, some ridiculous amount of money, and he wants to start building homes, right? I'm going to be generic. He wants to build homes, but he wants to start by building, 10 homes. But to do that, you need 30 acres, and he needs millions of dollars and this and that. I've been telling him forever, well, why don't you just do what other people do? And you just buy like 1 acre and you build 1 home and you flip it and then you see how that goes. Try a little business model this way, like the rest of us do. And then you scale. And then, oh my gosh, 5 years goes by and you are a millionaire. You are doing the thing. But you don't just, whoo. Okay, so now years go by, and we just talked on the phone, and he says to me, yeah, I spoke with this bank, and I spoke with these people, and they said that they might be interested, but only if I could show them the success of a pilot program, on a smile scale. Right. Because no one's going to invest or do anything when you have all of these little things that they're all so giant, but nothing's ever.
Well, they said their description is they're doing luxury rentals.
Right. But that's like that. Okay. So that's what I'm saying is instead of you have the one apartment that you
crypto.
actually own. So I'm saying you have, like, let's just say this. You have the one apartment that you own, right? That you don't live in. You have that beautiful luxury apartment in Colombia. Why are you not marketing that? Like, why is there not a website for just that condo?
You give it a name.
Why are you not killing
exactly.
that?
It's called the Luxor. Right, exactly. Come
But
stay at the
instead-
Luxor and have her looking beautiful.
You know what
Ooh,
it's
the
all
Luxor.
a symptom of? It's all the symptom of kind of what we talked about with her behind her little desk. And she was like, I'm Bossy Beach. They're like, they want to be like,
That's
I
what
have
I
5
mean.
businesses.
And I said Instagram created this. It's all fake. It's like, that's what I mean. That's what I envisioned is her behind the storefront being like, this is the storefront, but it's misspelled. We don't have enough clients to make money, so we're losing money. I'm the only client. I do press on nails. It's like everything is just like fake. It's just like, but you're spending money to do this fake shit.
Well, it's like there's a girl on Facebook that I met like through some networking downtown, and she's been telling people and talking about how she has this rental business and she does these B&Bs. And because I met her at a networking event, I know that she's a very small business owner, even smaller than me. It's like these custom little flower arrangements or something. So all of a sudden, when she breaks into this business in this, like, where I live is this touristy, beachy area, right? I'm like, how the hell did she buy this real estate with these views? She's always posting these, like, end of the day view of the beach, like Treasure Island, Madeira Beach. Like, how'd you do this, right? She just finally started to admit that it's not the rental business. She is the maid. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying there's a difference between I'm cleaning and I'm trying to hustle and I'm trying to do this versus, I own this property management company and I have 20. Actually, no, you don't.
Yeah. Well, that's what's weird about all those quote unquote businesses where it's like, that's like stock photos of a yacht and shit like that. And it's like, well, what are you selling? Like the only thing that they're selling that they have is glasses. That is legitimate.
He's not even old enough to come from like where we come from. Like I remember, when we were kids, like upstairs, late night TV, the infomercials with the guy in front of the yacht. If you sell the ads or you have a 900 number, you too can be a millionaire, And it's weird because that doesn't exist anymore, like that culture. But he's almost like from that place.
Yeah.
Where he's like, here I am in front of
but
this
it's very,
sports
like
car
I
and I've
say,
got the
TikTok,
glasses.
Instagram-y, where there's all these people. I mean, I even see people with makeup brands and things like that, but it's like they're getting something made and then they're trying to hawk it. And it's like, you don't really know what they're hawking, Like the sunglasses. He's got 1,000 sunglasses? Like that's the business.
Well, he has 3. No, he said he had 300
300
units. But what confused me was if you reflect on that conversation, I mean, I love how we're just going into his business hard, but this is like what we do
For
in our real
$10,000.
lives. He said that he hired branding and marketing and he did all these things. So when I was going onto Instagram and this man has been on television and it's been a year and you're going to be on television and you're going to have this stupid exposure. Where's the website? Where's the marketing? Where are the pictures of you and your beautiful girl wearing the shit on the beaches, doing the thing? Where'd you spend the money? Because I'm in retail. Like that's how I pay my bills is I actually bring product to market and my costs are not that.
Yeah. No, I
do a lot of stuff in house, but like $10,000? Where's the photography? Where are the models? Like where's the
So it's a shame we don't know if he's working or where he's working. Do you know what I mean?
I know. Well, for all I know, he's still living, with his parents.
I think he's got to have a job that's funding all this. Like something's got to fund this.
No, he's totally doing what he should be doing, which is, you have like some white collar foofy job, some financial engineer, whatever job. And then you're rich in Colombia. Start in Colombia. I learned that lesson.
Yeah.
Not in Colombia, but I mean, that's why they're third world countries. Hello.
I think he's still trying.
So anyway, that's my tell-all of Luke and Madeline.
All right, Luke and Madeline.
5 businesses. Hey, hopefully one of those lottery tickets hits.
For real. And then we got Sean.
And Aaliyah.
And Aaliyah.
Yeah. We both get quiet.
I just thought it was crazy.
I mean, there's not much to say.
When she went
They're
to the
both
doctors, I thought it was crazy because again, I was like, the internet is so fucked up. Like she knew.
She's so beautiful.
She knew the procedures, like actual procedures, instead of like, I want to fix this part. She was like, yeah, so I think you need to take the skin back. And I'm like, you don't like why? Why do you know that?
You know what was crazy to me though was her squeezing the skin on her stomach, saying I want the fat transfer, and I was like,
I said that too. I was
where's
like,
the conversation?
Thank you.
Well, where's the conversation with the doctor where he's going to be like, you don't have any fat? That's actually
I
muscle
wrote that.
mass.
She has a six-pack and asking for more definition and taking fat that I don't see. I said, this is when a doctor says you don't have enough fat. That's literally what I wrote in my bullet point.
Yeah.
That's literally when you go, okay, I hear what you're saying, but there's nothing here.
Maybe that was an edit because there was nothing there. And I'm telling you, as someone that knows a little bit about that shit, there was nothing. She doesn't have.
She's literally, when she
it.
talks, you could see her stomach muscles flexing. Like she literally had no
No, she
fat.
doesn't have it. She does not have
Oh,
it.
it's so good and fucked up, this world we live in. Yeah.
No, what's fucked up is that Sean knows exactly how he feels, and he's still doing it anyway.
I agree. Because he's
Sean?
because he's like,
Be real
he's straight
and
up like,
break
if you
up
get
with your
surgery,
girlfriend
I'm not going to
now.
be into it. He's saying that
Break
out
up with your
loud.
girlfriend because you want a boyfriend. Just say that.
Yeah.
Because she wants to have a vagina. I can tell. Even if she doesn't say it now, she wants to be all the things in all the ways.
Yeah.
And you're going to break her fucking heart.
Yeah.
Come on, Sean.
Yeah, he's like taking it
Be the
slow.
macho man that you think you are and man up and break up with her.
Yikes.
And be like, you know what?
Well,
I'm
it's a
gonna
year
want a
later. Are
masculine-
they still together? You would know. Aren't you our tell-all?
Well, they're still together, but they're not together.
Physically?
And
Still.
he's such a celebrity whore that he's like still posting photos of here I am with Ariana Grande and here I am with Blue Bear. And you and I, again, like not to rehash, but honey, you're a hairdresser. You probably have a lot of pictures with a lot of celebrities. Like it doesn't really
It's not
hold any
anything.
weight for
Yeah.
those of us that know what it is.
Yeah. No, show me a picture of them like cooking you eggs in the morning for your brunches.
So this is very much like reminiscent of almost like a Debbie on 90 Day, where it's like, well, so you're doing the show because you want to be on television. You love being famous. And it's also extra offensive for him to have any commentary on anything to be done because he looks like a fucking mutant.
I agree. I think it's strange. But I get
Oh,
it
and
because he
also-
works in the beauty industry, so I get where he's coming from, but it is like...
And also, I just wanted, because I had to rewind because I wanted to make sure I was hearing it right because he hits all my feminist buttons the wrong way, and he did it again. Maybe you're not actually beautiful to me because you did something.
It was about him, yeah. And he
Again-
said, you're going to look bot. You won't look right to me. You'll look botched. Or
Right,
something like that.
again.
You'll be marred, is what he said.
Right.
You'll be marred.
You don't. She's not your property, babe.
Yeah. But
He really does. He talks about it like
Yeah.
she's some investment. Like he's been.
But also, again, you never know. I mean, whatever. You never know the line of questioning.
I know you don't know, and I
Because
leave
the line
space
of
for that.
questioning
But
could
he
be like,
just
Sean, how do you feel? Because the answer is very all about him, you know?
he just constantly every time he says things.
No, it's not
Every
good.
time I leave him space, he says some shit.
For real.
But Aaliyah is starting a bikini line,
Oh, cool.
which I love that for her. She's not getting a lot of
Traction.
traction, but I give her time. I think, sometimes people just need to see the show, rerun, stuff like that. Because even Gabriel, with his tuck, he took a while and now he's doing it. Oh,
Yeah.
I should have mentioned him actually.
He's also a good
He just-
hustler. Like, he hustles really hard.
Well, and also, people are way faster to accept a man than there's just so much weird things out there in the atmosphere. I actually should have mentioned him in the drama section because he actually made a post as well saying that he wished he never met his wife.
Yeah, and he's like paid all this
Did
money.
you see that?
Back money and rent.
Well, and on top of that now, he just added to it, like literally like just the other night, he added to it and said that he just discovered that while he's been out of town, that she evidently lent out his motorcycle. And he knows that because she doesn't know how to ride a motorcycle. So she's like lending someone else and they've racked up over $1,500 in tickets that now he's paying for.
Yeah. Damn,
I mean,
Gina.
it just blows my mind because, geez, that is not how she read at all.
Yeah, no, she didn't.
I mean, she read real.
You never know. People are crazy.
Well, you don't know about anybody, TV or not. You just don't know.
Yeah, people
So
are
I feel
crazy.
bad. I feel bad for him because he's living this in the public eye. But also, I will say this, that if you're a reality star or whatever, let's say you've got 50,000 plus followers, which I think he does, that's like a instant support group. You know, he can go out there and do his little live recording, and then he instantly has 100 comments telling him whatever he wants to hear.
Totally.
And a lot of people don't have that. Like, a lot of people don't have, I feel sad. My boyfriend said these mean things to me. And now all of a sudden you've got 100 strangers telling, you're amazing, you're beautiful, fuck that person. I feel bad, but then it's like, but hey, you reached out and you got support, and I'm sure you're getting messages all up the ass, and I'm sure you have plenty of women that are like, it's my turn.
Yeah, right.
I'm interested. I mean, he's a cutie.
I agree.
So, so cute.
Yeah, I agree.
So
that's our
all
90
I have
day.
with the 90 day. Yeah, and like that is really all we have, guys.
Lame. I mean, not for us, but lame for the show, the producers. I didn't realize that was the last episode. Thank you.
I went on like on a spin out, kind of like I did with Below Deck. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I thought there was one more and then a tell-all or something.
Well, no, I was like, you mean there's no tell-all? There's no read? How do you go from like a 5-part tell-all that's like, you know, here they are eating, here they are showering, here they are talking to this season doesn't get a tell-all at all.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit.
That's fucked up.
Because these people were boring.
Damn. Well, speaking of boring, this week's Nap Time is brought to you by The GOAT Season 1, hosted by Tasho, Episode 9. The finale is next week, and there's only one thing on our minds. Does it get more exciting than this? Will anyone move against the mover shaker Devon? Or will Restaurant Joe really show his crazy personality? It's like lame people in a house waiting for something to happen.
Says, remember, did you clock it when he says at the very beginning? He's like, well, when we started filming, I didn't care who would make it, and after 9 episodes, I still don't care. And
I didn't catch that.
I was like, we cared about Alyssa, so I can't really say that, but it was like,
but I did catch
wow.
last episode him apologizing to his fans. There was like in a letter or somewhere, and it says, I apologize to my fans. I didn't realize my career would take me here.
Yes.
With these people.
Well, that's okay. So whenever they hand him the votes and he's reading the votes, there's always something that's not a vote.
Okay.
You gotta catch what it is. So like sometimes it'll be like, fuck you, buddy. And then one time it was a picture of, oh yeah, that's what was funny. When Joe, I think, is this episode? There was one episode where he actually had a picture of Joe's, was it this episode? I think this is the one where he had a picture of Joe's wife.
Oh, see, I didn't catch any of that. That's funny.
I was like, he was like, oh, we'll be together as soon as we'll lose Joe's wife.
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought that was funny because, you know, that shit's only going to come out when they're watching the show.
Yeah. So they're doing their thing. I didn't realize that there was all these alliances going on.
Joe insults TLC.
Oh, yeah.
I did a side-to-side comparison, and not only do more people watch TLC, but they also watch more of Paola than you. So on both fucking fronts, Bachelor and on you personally,
I think he didn't. I don't think he realizes the audience size.
I didn't know if I was right. I didn't know I was right. I just went and looked, and I was like,
Fiance
holy shit,
is
I'm
a
right.
thing. Yeah.
Well, I know, but there was some Bachelor Nation and Bachelor this and it's like, yeah, but look, and I'm saying on an individual basis, she even has more followers than him.
Yeah.
And this guy is like a Bachelor. He's been on Bachelor in Paradise like twice or 3 times.
And he won.
You'd think
got
that,
a girl.
No, he's like really like he's established in the base. You know what I mean? But she still beat your ass. And oh my God, I was going to put a meme together, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't visually or audibly, I don't know. I couldn't do it right. But oh my God, I wanted so hard to put like a still shot of Day and Paola with like the soundtrack of Biggie. You should have hit him. You should have hit him.
I wish Paola did.
You know, I have one note about, this is going to upset some of our religious fans. So you put your little earmuffs on, okay, Christians?
We don't have religious fans.
When someone says, I'm going to pray for you, that means they need to pray for themselves because they are having issues and they don't know how to deal with you. It's like, she's crying, she's upset, she's losing her mind, she walks out of the room, and then she has to come back and tell you that she's praying for you. Honey, I don't think Paola needed any prayers. You did. You needed the prayers. Pray for you. Bye. No one is going to miss you.
Yeah.
Even her little outgoing speech.
You're talking about Devon now.
Yes.
She fought a good one, and she lost.
I got a lot of hate for this
apparently.
fucking... Well, because it was like...
She lost the elimination challenge, and she lost
there's
the
that,
hurting
and then
challenge.
there's... Look, I've got... Day says she's going to pray for you. Get the fuck out of here. I literally typed that. And then after that, I put, Daniel, take my watch. Thanks, Jill, for always keeping it real.
So I realized that
Because everyone works for Jill.
I don't think it's that boring. I've realized what it is. Because as it was going on and there was drama happening, there was
No, I think we talked about what it was.
music.
Oh, you think it was the music?
I'm being serious because when you listen to other shit and it's mundane shit, right? Like, why'd you color my hair purple? It's not purple, it's blue. And the music is like, dum dum dum, dum 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 dum. And it's like, what'd you say? And there's all this music. Because I remember there was like this silence and there was like fights and stuff. And I remember looking up and there was lots of silence. And I thought to myself, it needs music. It literally is.
It's like, not the music.
I feel like
it actually needs an edit.
And it needs
to be produced.
It needs some like the drama, like boom, boom, boom.
Like Love Island doesn't have music, but it has Dude. It has Ian.
Because there's
right?
like no music in this one.
No, but I'm saying Love Island doesn't have any music, but you have Ian making these stupid ass comments. The Circle doesn't have music, but you have this comedian. I'm sorry, girl, I don't remember your name.
Right, so
but
there's
she's
like tracks. There's like a soundtrack. There's something pushing
right.
it.
Below Deck has music, and that absolutely makes a big difference. However, with Below Deck, the shots are so
right.
quick, you know.
But like, because I was watching
maybe
Baddies or something, and literally, because that shit is mundane as shit. Do you know what I mean? I think I recall catching, you know, just random drums and things, you know, to emphasize the drama.
Tosh
and I was like,
to talk over.
That would have been good.
I think.
Yes.
I think he should have been able to narrate what was happening in the house.
Absolutely. And be like, Jill here is now doing her signature Passover
Jill here is now
breakfast.
instructing Chef Jason on how to cook in the kitchen.
Right.
That can't, you know, like I would love to hear his really off, weird.
I think
comments.
that would make it just right. That's because it's missing a soundtrack. It's missing something.
The only time it was funny, and I'm not even a fan of Tosh. You know, like I don't think either of us are fans of him, but he was the only really interesting, unpredictable element of the show.
Yeah, still is.
Other than, of course, the people that we liked that were early, you know, voted out.
And I'm glad they got Devon off. It felt like something that they never do on Survivor. I'm going to be honest. You know what I mean? I was like, as quote unquote boring the show is, it's like at least they're doing big moves, if you will. Got rid of her. And now I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, I know. And I loved how she really tried it with Jill. She was like crying. Oh, you're so fake.
She tried.
So I think we're both voting for Pow, right? We're both rooting for Pow, I think, in this situation.
Yeah, but I think Restaurant Joe's going to win.
You think Grocery Joe?
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, I feel like the most like stupid, mundane human being is gonna win. I want her to win. I know. I do want but
I'm saying we're rooting. We are rooting for Pow,
but the way
we don't
TV
think
works,
she's gonna win.
It's gonna be like.
I tell you who I. Okay, so
yeah, Grocery Joe.
I won't mind if Jason, Joe, or Pow win. I would prefer Pow win. If Jill wins, I'm over it. Fuck you. I'm never watching the goat again. I thought that too.
Jill may win because they forgot again that she's in the room. Do you know what I mean? They think she's just like cleaning dishes and shit and complaining about her back. They forget that she's also playing the game.
Oh my God. I talked to a girlfriend of mine who actually does have back problems. Like both of us have legit back problems. And we talked about the joke that is Jill. And the fact that she just ran around with this back brace and was like bending over and doing all these things. I mean, the joke of...
It's a thing. It's her storyline now. I think she like... When she was in the bed screaming, I need a cortisone shot and all that, I think she was like writing her storyline of woe is me.
Well, no, that's
and
gonna
she
be the
stuck
reason she
to
lost.
it. You know, and that's like...
Yeah, that's going to be the reason...
You know, and that's why she's
That'll be why she lost.
Or like, oh, this is why I can't... Yeah, I can't win this because my back, you know, I could have done so much better.
Say, if I hadn't hurt my back...
I do think that's 100%. What it was. I do think... Fake, Jill. So fake.
Fake ass bitch.
Yeah.
Finale next week, guys.
And no tell-all or something, because we don't need a tell-all with the goat.
I don't know if there will be.
I wish they would bring back
Alyssa.
I don't know. I thought, you know, some of these shows bring back the old cast members, even to help.
Okay, so with one more episode...
It'd be great if they brought some bitches back.
No, because this show is literally based on all the reality shows. They should follow that formula, and they should bring back every voted out contestant, and they should have like where they pick out who will be helping you win.
That's what I was gonna say, like, you know, or you pick your team or whatever of the
that's very
eliminated
Top
people.
Chef.
Yeah,
like
that's what I think should happen. But the show is not really doing what should be happening. So it's trying.
It's Prime too. I don't think they know reality.
Oh yeah, I didn't really look to see who's like produced it, like who the producers are. Well, damn. So that's it with the goat.
That's it.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, so next week we'll be talking about the GOAT finale. Who will win the title?
See, greatest reality star of all time, but you can't
That's what the GOAT
say
is.
S
Greatest
or do you
Well, no,
have
because it's the greatest of all time, but they say it's the greatest of all time is the greatest. I know. It would be like gross.
Yeah, it's like they didn't spell it right. Whatever.
Which would have been funny.
They should have done that. You can reach
Yeah.
out to us via our website and let us know what you want us to talk about if you don't like our 90-day fiancé shenanigans, or if you have something to add at sorry we're late we didn't want to be here.com, or you can reach the same website at we didn't want to be here.com. Please find us on Spotify, YouTube,
Please.
and don't forget to follow us on Threads and Instagram at we didn't want to with the number 2 be here. That is our handle. Should be easy to find. Find us.
I'm Violet.
And I am Acid Betty.
And as we always say,
Mecca
Mecca
lecca
lecca
hi.
hi.
Mecca
Mecca
hi
hi
ho.
ho.
Mecca lecca hi.
Toodaloo.
Mecca something ho. Wasn't there
Mecca
another
like a
one?
high, Mecca hiney ho.
Wasn't there like another section to that saying? No, that's it?
No, because it was in the box. Mecca like a high,
Right.
Mecca hiney ho. What's the word today, Pee-wee?
All right. Party on.
L'chaim.
Bye, y'all. Party.